You can absolutely build furniture-grade accuracy at home if you pick a sliding miter saw that won't fight you every time you line up a cut. Welcome back. Today I'm ranking 6 of the most popular sliding miter saws from number 6 all the way to number 1, and I'm telling you what they're actually like to live with, what feels smooth, what feels fussy, and which one I'd grab first when the project has to come out clean. 6. Bosch GCM12SD. Alright, let's start with the Bosch, the one everybody calls the glide saw. And yeah, the first time you pull that head through a cut, you kinda get it. Instead of traditional rails sticking out the back, it uses Bosch's axial glide system, which is designed to stay smooth and aligned for the life of the tool. On paper, that sounds like marketing, but in real use, the motion actually feels controlled and solid, not sloppy or rattly, and it's a very confidence kind of saw. Cutting capacity is where this thing flexes. It's rated to crosscut up to 3.5 in by 13.5 in units at 0 degrees miter and 0 degrees bevel. And if you've ever tried to cut wider boards on a smaller slider, you know how nice it is to not play the flip the board and pray game. It also has dual bevel up to 47 degrees left and right with common bevel stops, and a miter range that goes 52 degrees left and 60 degrees right, so you're covered for most trim and framing angles without weird workarounds. Now here's the part where I get a little picky, because at this price, I'm allowed to be picky. This saw is heavy. Like, you don't casually move it around the garage heavy. It's listed at about 65 pounds, and that weight shows up the moment you try to lift it onto a bench or take it to a job site. So if your workflow is constantly packing up and moving, this can start feeling like a gym membership you didn't ask for. Another thing, the no-load speed is around 3,800 RPM, which is fine. It cuts clean, it's not underpowered, but it's not the kind of high RPM, super snappy feel some people expect when they hear 15 amp. It's more of a steady, controlled performer than a screaming race car. Number 5. Metabo HPT C12RSH3. The Metabo, and this one surprised me in a good way, and also annoyed me in a couple of small ways. It's a 12-inch dual-bevel sliding miter saw that spins up to 4,000 RPM, and the overall vibe is capable, modern, and built for people who actually cut wood regularly, not just twice a year. One of the standout features is that shadow line style cut indicator Metabo HPT calls exact cut. It's meant to clearly show your cut line so you can place the work, drop the head, and go, even when the lighting isn't perfect. When you're doing repetitive trim cuts, that's not a luxury. It's sanity. It helps you trust what you're seeing before you commit. Angle range is decent too. You get bevel range 45 degrees left and right, and miter range that's listed as 0 to 45 degrees left and 0 to 57 degrees right, plus 9 miter detent stops for quick common angles. In real-world use, that means you can bang out typical trim angles quickly without constantly micro-adjusting and second-guessing. But here's where the number 5 ranking makes sense. The miter range isn't as generous on the left side as some other saws, and depending on your projects, that can be a why can't you just do the thing moment, especially if you're used to 50 degrees both directions or more. It's not a deal breaker, but it's a limitation you'll notice when you're trying to stay efficient. Also, it's not a featherweight either. The tool card lists it around 54.9 pounds. And while that's lighter than the Bosch, you still don't want to haul it upstairs every day. So it lands in that middle zone where it's job site capable, but not job site friendly unless you've got a stand and a routine. 4. Metabo HPT C10FCGS. This is where things shift from big sliding saws into a more practical, everyday kind of value. This is a 10-inch compound miter saw with a 15-amp motor, and it can spin up to 5,000 RPM, which gives it that quick, clean-cut feel, especially in trim boards and smaller stock. It's not a slider, so you're giving up that huge cross-cut capacity, but what you get in return is simplicity. Less rail maintenance, less am I square at full extension, and less bench space eaten up by the saw itself. When I used it for basic trim work, baseboard, small casing, quick framing cuts, it felt like the kind of saw you can trust without babying it. The Mitre range goes 0.52 degrees left and right, and the bevel goes 0.45 degrees to the left. That bevel limitation matters, yeah, but if you're mostly doing standard homeowner work, you can live there pretty comfortably. And the large table support plus the vise system helps keep pieces from shifting when you're trying to be precise. Where it really shines is portability. It's listed around 24.2 pounds, which is honestly refreshing after wrestling with 50 and 60-pound saws. If you're moving between rooms, helping a friend, or just storing it away after the weekend project, that lighter weight is a real quality of life upgrade. So for me, the C10FCGS is like that reliable utility player. You know, not the flashiest, not the biggest, but it shows up, does the job, and doesn't make you regret buying it. 3. DOVAMAN DMS01A-Upgraded. The DOVAMAN, and I'll be honest, I went into this one curious but skeptical. Budget sliding miter saws can be, well, kind of a gamble. But this one has some genuinely interesting specs for the price category, especially if you're a DIYer who wants one saw to touch a bunch of materials. First, it's got a 15-amp motor and dual-speed settings, listed as 5,000 RPM and 3,200 RPM, so you can run faster for wood and slow down when you're working with other materials. And it ships as a multi-material setup with TCT blades for wood, PVC, and even soft metals, which is a big deal if your projects bounce between shelving, flooring transitions, and random home repairs. Cut capacity is also pretty generous for a 10-inch slider. DOVAMAN lists a 13-inch sliding rail and extendable side tables, and they claim up to about 90 millimeters by 340 millimeters at 90 degrees, which is roughly that wide board territory people buy sliders for in the first place. When I ran wider boards through it, it handled them better than I expected for a budget unit, steady enough to get clean results if you take your time. You also get a built-in laser guide, and yes, lasers can be hit or miss, but on this saw it's helpful for rough alignment. It's not the same confidence as a true shadow line system, but for someone learning miter saw technique, it makes the experience less intimidating. The reason it's number 3 and not higher is simple. It feels more value engineered than truly refined. It can absolutely do real work, but you may need a little more patience dialing in your setup, checking your squareness, and choosing the right blade for the finish you want. 2. SKIL MS6305-00. If you love that I spent smart money feeling, you're going to understand why this ranks so high. This is a 10-inch dual bevel sliding miter saw with a 15-amp motor, and it's rated at 5,000 RPM, so it has that fast, decisive cutting character when you're working through a stack of boards. One of the best features here is the LED shadow line, and I mean, once you use a shadow line, it's hard to go back. Instead of a laser that might need fussing, the light throws a clear shadow where the blade will cut, and it's just a more natural way to line things up quickly, especially for trim cuts where your eye wants instant confirmation. Capacity is another reason it's up here. SKIL lists that 2x12 crosscut capacity at 90 degrees and 2x8 at 45 degrees, which is exactly the kind of real lumber range people want from a slider without jumping to a 12-inch monster. The slide rails feel smooth, and for typical home projects, deck boards, shelving, framing, trim, it's just very hard to argue with the capability. Angle flexibility is solid too. Up to 50 degrees left and right on the miter with multiple positive stops and dual bevel with stops that cover the common positions. It's the kind of saw that makes you feel like you're working faster because you're not constantly rethinking your setup. The only reason it's not number 1 is that the very top spot is reserved for a saw that feels like it was built for daily professional use, where every tiny feature adds up to speed and confidence. But for value, usability, and most people's real needs, this SKIL is seriously impressive. Number 1. DEWALT DWS780-QS. This is the saw that when you drop the head, you just feel that pro-grade intention, like it wants to be used hard and stay accurate. The signature feature is DEWALT's XPS shadow line system, and it's one of those things that sounds simple until you realize how much time it saves and how much doubt it removes. The XPS light casts the blade's shadow onto the workpiece, and it doesn't need alignment the way lasers do, because it's literally showing you the kerf width of the blade you're using. So when you're chasing clean miters for casing, crown, furniture parts, you know exactly what's going to happen before the cut happens. And that certainty is what makes work feel smooth instead of stressful. This QS version is commonly listed with double bevel up to 49 degrees left and right, plus miter capacity up to 60 degrees right and 50 degrees left, which is a huge range when you're dealing with odd corners, compound angles, or just trying to avoid flipping heavy boards around. When I was cutting repeat angles, the saw felt fast to set and easy to trust. It's also built around durability and long-term accuracy, so it's not just a weekend tool, it's more like a centerpiece saw you build your shop workflow around. You can tune it, rely on it, and then just focus on the project instead of babysitting the tool. So if you're asking me, what's the best sliding miter saw here? The DEWALT DWS780-QS takes it because it makes accurate cutting feel almost automatic. And once you experience that, well, it's really hard to downgrade.